What is up, everybody? This is Little Roo. Welcome back to Little Roo Plus 2. I'm doing a very short ghost stream tonight. I, was not going to go live, and then I was just watching Winx Wild Ride and Cordy in California having way too much fun over there at Disneyland, and I just could not help myself. What is up, Rainbow of Disney? Thank you so much for joining us. It's going really good. It's going fan-flippin-tastic. It is the 11th. It's officially the 11th. I'm there on the 15th. I'll be there. I'm doing the thing. I'm so excited, guys. So excited. You guys have no idea. Some of you do. Long time coming. So thank you so much for tuning in. Hopefully we'll have some other friends up in here in just a minute. But I am so excited, guys. I think we're as ready as we're going to be. I'm actually spending more time on trying to make this look good than the actual live stuff, out and about. We had a great test the other day. I did a walk around the Capitol. If you haven't seen that yet, Capitol, Raleigh, North Carolina. I did a walk around there, and we did some history stuff. We did some food. We did some drinks. It was great. So go check that out if you haven't yet. I really appreciate it. Also, 91 subscribers, guys. We've hit 91. That's huge. 9 friends away from 100. And giveaways are definitely a thing. They are going to be a thing. I have been doing my research and some due diligence there, and they're coming. They're coming quick. So, the more people subscribe, the more friends we get. Obviously, the more giveaways we do. So, yeah, let's do the thing, guys. We did lose an hour last night, so I'm a little bit off kilter, but that's fine, because I'm just so psyched to be here. It's 3:36 a.m. here on the East Coast. I know they just closed up Disneyland, so I know Winx Wild Ride and Cordy in California with Christina Holmes. I think I saw Rabola in there, and there's some other friends. Go check them out right now. They're still doing their thing over there. Rainbow said, "Yay, almost 100. You got this." Thank you so much, Rainbow. I really appreciate it. I hope so. No. We're too close to turn back now, as they say. Too close to turn back now. So, no, I'm really excited. The AT&T card seems to be doing great. The actual from the phone streaming, no complaints. Now it's just figuring out how to make this look good and keep it looking good. So hopefully I'm not too choppy. I don't know what it looks like on that end. I got a bunch of stuff going on as far as the tech on my side. So I really appreciate all the feedback you guys give me, and I try to make it better every time, as I've said for a while. Daisy, welcome in. Thanks so much. Appreciate you. Yes, let's show some love for each other. That's great. Thank you so much. You guys are awesome. So, little recap of tonight. I think we got 2 rounds of Pirates on Winx's channel tonight, so go back and check that out. I do really enjoy the West Coast Pirates. They're longer than the East Coast Pirates. There's more scenes, especially before the waterfalls. And notice I said waterfalls and not waterfall. If you're familiar at all with the East Coast, we only have 1 waterfall. Y'all have 2. What? Why? I want 2. Let's do 2. Yes, all of that. Yes. It just makes sense. But really cool effects over there that we don't have on the East Coast, and it's always a lot of fun to see it. Those guys are pros, and they absolutely kill it. Also, I do have Papa Roo right off screen. He's camera shy, but he's watching me. So if you see me keep glancing over to one side, that's what I'm doing. So bear with me, I'm being watched. Also, if you're giggles, that's him. They sound a lot like mine. They're just deeper throated. Comes with wisdom and age. But Linda Lou and Winx had a great stream tonight. They did a lot of cool stuff. There was Indy. I know they tried to do Indiana Jones at one point. No, it wasn't Indiana Jones. They tried to do Mickey's Runaway Railroad. That's what it was. And it broke down when they were halfway through the queue. But they still did a ton of cool rides, had a really good time. We were over here ghost watching them. And then, of course, Cordy, always out there doing amazing stuff. I still haven't gotten over Disney Channel night. I'm not going to lie. I tried a thing earlier with Spotify where I could share a jam. Never tried that before. Didn't know what it was. I hit the button and was just like, hey, I'll try it. And the whole playlist I made was all like Disney Channel music. So that will be a thing probably at some point, but not yet. A lot I still have to learn about that. A lot of stuff to learn about. Rainbow said, I can't wait for Phantasmic and Wondrous Journeys. I can't either. We're in the same boat. I can't wait either. No, seriously. We'll definitely be doing Phantasmic at least once, if not twice, on this trip. We will be doing as many times as I can the fireworks on Main Street USA at Magic Kingdom. Luminous, which I have not seen yet, which is the new Epcot fireworks show. I definitely want to check that out. That looks really, really cool from what I've seen. So I'm very, very, very excited. Very excited. I'm trying to kind of contain the excitement. Also, I don't have it ready to go to be able to show you guys right now, but PJ's Ponderosa sent me a package. I know I mentioned last night, if anybody watched the video from last night live that I did, it was very short, it was very choppy. I apologize for that. We were in the middle of nowhere, but we were shooting some fireworks for my little one's birthday, and she loves fireworks. And I mentioned that we had gotten a package, and I got a hoodie. It's a Disneyland hoodie, and I'm so excited about it. Like, so excited about it. It's like literally going to be my favorite hoodie. Already is my favorite hoodie, and I will be wearing it constantly. But it is getting ready to go with me to Walt Disney World currently, like literally right now in the wash. And then they also sent a pin, which I haven't showed my daughter yet, but my wife has seen it, and she's a very, very big Mario fan, and like, you know, all that kind of thing. And it is one of the first anniversary pins from y'all's side of the nation, Universal, when they did the 1 year anniversary of Mario World. And that is just flipping cool. That is just so cool. If Jay sends me his freaking Oswald band signed by him and BJ, I'm literally just going to quit, throw all my equipment away, and just go. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But seriously, that was so cool. Big shout out to PJ's Ponderosa. They've always been the backbone of what I do here. I can't do it without them. Anytime I'm doubting myself or having an issue or anything at all, they are always right there to be like, dude, you got this. Just go do the thing. Go do the thing. They give me great feedback, and they always are so supportive. It's ridiculous, and I love it, and I love them. They're absolutely fantastic. Rainbow said, yay, can't wait for you to show us all. Neither can I. Neither can I. Also, I probably on break will go make sure that goes in the dryer, because I know it was in the washer when Miss Rue went to bed. So very, very, very excited about that. You will definitely be seeing a whole lot of that hoodie. Also, spoiler alert, I have t-shirts. Lots and lots and lots of t-shirts that I'm going to be wearing while we're at the parks. And I have a second hoodie that basically says, like, entering my, well, I'm not going to tell you yet. I'm not going to tell you yet. But very, very exciting things as far as wardrobe for me. The little one's birthday was yesterday. Well, technically it's tomorrow, but her birthday party was yesterday, and she received a dress of some sort for every single day, plus probably 50 million while we're at the parks. So definitely stay tuned for that. Very, very, very exciting. Some are minis, some are Ariels, some are other things. Like, she's huge on princess dresses. She's got tiaras, and she's got her tiaras. She has sunglasses and shoes and all this stuff. Some of that will be going with us this time. Some of it's going to stay home because I only have so much room in the luggage. But very, very, very exciting things happening over here. Also, stay tuned. We do have a surprise guest coming on sometime very soon to do an interview with us live on this channel. He is someone you know, or they are someone you know, or she is someone you know. I don't know. It's one of them. I'm just saying. It is a streamer. It's another fellow content creator. It's someone that is very near and dear to me. And they will be on here very, very soon. We're going to do a little question and answer type of interview thing. And I'm very excited about that. I'm hoping to make it a regular thing as far as once a week maybe, or once every other week. do an interview of some sort of content creator. And if you guys have any questions or comments or anything that you'd like me to ask, feel free to just direct message me. The email is live on my YouTube, as well as you can always find me over on Insta. Also, I don't know if you guys saw or not. I know several of you did because you commented. We did drop some content today from my dad's birthday party at the Hibernian in Raleigh, North Carolina, which is one of 2 locations around Raleigh. It's an Irish pub. It's very, very cool. The decor is absolutely fantastic. Great atmosphere, great service, amazing food, and really good drinks. So definitely go check that out if you haven't. Again, I appreciate all of you for being here. We're just going to kind of hang out. I don't plan on being on long, but I did want to go ahead and sign on. The vibe was just too good over there with Winks and Cordy for me not to hop on and at least be like, oh, y'all are awesome. You guys rock. So thank you so much again to everybody. I really, really appreciate it. I couldn't do this without you guys. And again, 91 subscribers, guys. I haven't even gone to Disney yet. We're at 91 subscribers. That's huge. That's huge. 9 friends away from 100. 100 will be our first giveaway. I don't know what it's going to be yet, but I think I figured out how to do it. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fantastic. And then we're going to be there. We're going to be doing the thing. Now, I did notice something today that I did want to announce to everybody. The hours for the parks on the East Coast have changed. They've extended the hours by an hour, basically each direction. Both opening an hour earlier than I was expecting, as well as staying open an hour later. So they're supposed to close, I believe, at 11. The first 3 days were there for Magic Kingdom. And they open an hour earlier, which means they're now opening within 30 minutes of like when we land. Well, 30 minutes to an hour. We'll say 30 minutes to an hour. So being there at rope drop, going to be a little difficult. I'm going to try. We're going to try real hard. But Miss Rue and I were talking today about it. We were looking at the schedule, and we're going to do our best. But we're still going to get there very early. We're going to be there till 3, and then we're going to go check in. And then depending on how tired I am, I may take a nap, or, I got to get all that squared away because, again, we're going to be there for over a week. And then once they're squared away, if I feel rested enough, I do plan on going back to the parks and trying to get maybe some fireworks or some hotel content as far as wandering around and just letting you guys see the sights. We'll see. It's going to be a big day. We have to leave the house at like 3 o'clock in the morning. We're flying out at like 6 a.m. or something. Excuse me. It's going to be a very long day. And I don't want to burn myself out in the first 24 hours that I'm there. So stay tuned. A lot of fun stuff coming. Really appreciate everybody being here. Let me just go ahead and refresh everything. Make sure everything's good on my end. Also, if anybody has any questions, I know we're getting really close to me being there. If anybody has any requests or questions or anything like that as far as what we're going to be doing, please let me know. I really, really, really appreciate it. Yeah, Papa Rue's off channel trying to tell me, you have a delay. There's a delay. We all know there's a delay. It's like 10 to 12 seconds. I watch myself live on a screen like right here just to see what the delay is. That's the one I'm always like, wow, if only I were live watching myself, that would be helpful. But I do have an immediate one in front of me that I finally figured out how to do, which is part of all of this background thing we got going on. Also, again, let me know if it's choppy or cutting out or anything like that, because I need to get all this finalized here so that when we're in Florida, I do still plan on doing some of this style content while we're there from where we're staying, but it's all going to depend on the internet and all that kind of thing. So I'd rather get it finalized here than work it out there. Let me see if they're still hanging out over there with Winks and Cordy. Looks like they definitely are. Yep, I see the gates closed behind them. Looks like they're right outside the gates. Ooh, there's Christina Holmes. Hi! I see Sammy Bear. Looks Looks like Cordy's going off. I'm not sure where she's going. Maybe they're going to get food. Also, if they're going to get food, they still need to send me some. Because y'all got some good food out there. I mean, I had some good food today, don't get me wrong. But I'm a little hungry now. I could eat again. Alright, we got a Winx and a Cordy on the move at the same time. I don't know where they're going, but this looks like it could be fun. There's a Linda Lou. Hello! Oh boy! Also, every time I hear the ride now, I've had people say to me, like, you know, every time we see or ride Mickey's Runaway Railroad, they hear me doing it. I do the same thing. I can't help it now. I immediately hear the music and I'm like, nothing can stop us now. I'll show you how. Make it happen. Let's take a ride. I still haven't figured out Goofy. I literally watched the Goofy movie earlier and I thought I had it. And then I realized I sounded more like PJ than I did like Goofy. So I was like, yeah, we're not going to do that. But we'll see. We'll see. Let's see. What's everybody doing? What are they doing? Wondrous Journeys. Which show is that? I'm going to look up which show that is because I am drawing a blank. It's been a minute since I've been to the parks. By a minute, it's been a year. So let me double check which show that is. Huh. Multimedia show that premiered at Disneyland celebrating 100 years of Walt Disney Animation Studios and the entire... and it's loading. So Wondrous Journeys might be just Disneyland, from what I'm reading. Because I think we have Happily Ever After at Walt Disney World, which is actually a really, really good show. Ready to begin, let your wonder take hold. Yes, the projection fireworks, if you're talking about Rainbow, if you're talking about the one that you see on everybody else's stream, that's Disneyland. We have Happily Ever After at Walt Disney World, which is also projections and fireworks, just completely different everything. They still use the projection mapping. They still do all the stuff on the buildings. I'm going to try to get it from Main Street. I hope to get at least one video from Main Street Station platform. There's like a secondary platform just down from where the train station is on Main Street at Walt Disney World. And I want to get the parade from there and I want to get the fireworks from there at some point. But you should be able to get a really, really, really good view of the buildings. Because instead of the, like, you know, put your ears on, instead of that, they don't do that style of animation on the buildings. They literally make the buildings, you know, they start out as one thing, and then it does like this, and it builds it up to be in whatever world they're referencing as far as movie, and then it literally will tear down and like rebuild with like Under the Sea, and then tear down and do like Beauty and the Beast. And the fireworks and the projections on the castle are completely different on the East Coast. I've seen several videos of Happily Ever After. I actually watched it live on 2 different streams. The night it both was open to just cast members from the Contemporary. There were 2 streamers that hung out on top of the Contemporary and filmed all of it from there. And then, of course, they were there when it actually launched at the park. And then I was there the last time previous to Happily Ever After, I believe. And I might be mixing up names. But I'll know when I'm there because it'll be everywhere. So, no pun intended. Let's see. Vanta said, "Hey, Little Roo, I'm here. I will be lurking and watching. I hope you're having a fun, amazing stream." Thank you so much for being here, Vanta. You are always welcome. Thank you so much for all your support. You're awesome. You have helped me so much with a lot of different things, especially on the not-from-home side of things. You rock. Also, Little Roo, your stream is running so good. My lags are so good. My lags or anything, keep it up. Oh, thank you so much. That's amazing. I'm doing my best. Believe me, I'm doing my best. I have learned more in the last month about just all the things involved with this than probably my entire life. But hopefully it'll pay off. Hopefully it'll pay off. Also, we do have the 2 gimbals. I've said this before. We do plan on possibly doing dual, maybe one stream and one video, and that way if one lags, you can go back and watch the other one later. Or if someone's, wants to rewatch the live and have that next to it, that's an option too. So we definitely have that as a backup if we do get a bunch of lag. I will be watching for that. Hopefully the AT&T card will keep us from a lot of the issues I was basically counting on having. So I still know there are several rides that are either rides where people have been turned away for filming or are notorious for lag. And one of those is like the tail, like basically the last third of Pirates, the drop on Pirates, Jungle Cruise in the Tunnel, Haunted Mansion. All those are notorious for lag spots. Buzz Lightyear, I've seen people turned away for trying to film. And, if that's the case, like I've said before, and I'll say again, we'll do one of two things. If it's just me by myself, I'll probably just make a nice, graceful exit. If it's me with the family, what I'll probably do is just put you guys in the bag. We'll ride the ride. You'll get to hear us, whoop and holler and have a great time. And then I'll pull you guys back out and hope I don't scramble my phone in the process. But a lot of planning has gone on this side to try to make this work and bring you guys the best possible experience. I was talking to someone the other day, and I did tell them, my main thing is I want to bring the best possible experience. I want you guys to have fun. I want us to have fun. I want there to be positivity and just happiness and joy, and I don't want to get bogged down in the tech stuff. Internally, yes, I'm going to definitely be very much cognizant of all the tech things, at least the ones that I'm aware of. But I don't want that to ruin you guys' experience. I don't want that to ruin my experience because I love Disney, and I don't want this to be like the trip that I look at it and go, I never want to do that again. So, not going to do that. We're just going to focus on having fun. I have redundancies in place. Worst come to worst, I will just go straight vlog, and we'll meet up at the end of the day and do a live stream and talk about all the things you saw. Vanta said, typo, there's absolutely no lag and stuff. Are you on 1080 because it looks amazing? It's so clear and clean. Thank you so much. Yes, as far as I know, I have everything locked at this point on 1080. The only thing I'm still messing with a little bit is this particular stream, because this one, excuse me, I'm parched. This one specifically, I'm running through both the phone that then wirelessly connects to the computer, which then sends it out because I'm doing everything through Live Studio, Prism Live Studio. However, this one I tried to make all the settings like the best they could be, and that's when it got really choppy. So I've been dialing them back down and adjusting them a little bit from there to get it to here. So hopefully this stays this quality when we have not as good internet, because I can almost guarantee the internet where we're going is not as good as where I'm at. We have really, really good internet here. The only thing that I haven't done is connect a hard line as far as where we're at right now. So I might be able to get a few more, tech things per second, things like that. I don't want to make this into a tech stream, but I will go ahead and say that. I will say the actual on the phone lives, that everything is locked at 1080. It's either at 1080 or it's going to lag, which is one of the reasons when it lags, I've noticed it in the replays. I don't think it lags like everybody else's or most people's, I shouldn't say everybody else's, because a lot of people have this setting too. A lot of people have it set where, you know, it adapts to whatever signal you have. Mine is locked in. It's either 1080 or nothing. So that's part of the reason it just cuts and then comes back, which I can't really complain about so far. It seems to be working pretty good. I can adjust that later. But I am very, very happy with the results. And Vanta, I have appreciated every single bit of feedback you have ever given me. You have been absolutely key in getting us to where we are. Seriously. And I appreciate you. I appreciate all you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Let me head back over here and see what Cordy and Winks are up to, because otherwise I'm just going to sit here and wind up talking about tech all night. And I will say this, as far as tech, there is a thing in the works of a lot of the content creators, including myself, are working on kind of a collaborative, this is the tech, this is what works, this is where it works, this is where it doesn't work. More on that to come, but there are several content creators, both in front of the camera as well as behind the scenes, including myself, all working on compiling that information. And at some point we will put that all in one location from my understanding of the plan. And that way we can just reference that. And that way, you know, if people want to make a video call to their grandma from whatever park, they know what area to go to, what carrier works best, all that kind of thing. Because it's not just about live streaming. It's about everybody being able to get out there and be on kind of an even keel. And then it's just about who you guys want to watch. You know, like maybe tonight I want to watch merch-related things. I'm going to go to the merch-focused people. Maybe tonight I want more rides. I'm going to go to the ride-focused people. But we're all one community. That's the beautiful thing about this community. One of many things. That, you know, we want all of you guys to have an amazing experience. We want to spread the positivity. We want to spread the magic. But at the same time, when people do have the tech questions, we want to be able to help you without it taking a 30-minute long-winded explanation, because I would never give a 30-minute long explanation of anything, right? Never. Not me. What? No. Oh, no, not me. Oh, yeah. All right, pal. Back to task. Okay, so heading back over here. What on earth is Winks? Where are you? Sorry, I just saw a message pop up. Vanta said, that's totally understandable. I am hoping that it will stay that way, especially when it goes to lag. But either way, you're doing amazing at this point. All you can do is improve and keep going. Thank you so much. And that is my only goal. I've been saying it for a long time. I just want every single stream to be better than the last. And as you guys have probably noticed, if you're following me as closely as a lot of you are, if I don't think that I'm doing my A game, it goes away. And that's just my personal preference. If I look at it and I'm like, oh God, what was I doing? Like, it goes away. I'll start again. So, alright, looks like Wingspan had signed off for the night. But definitely go show some love up there. If you haven't checked out Wings Wild Ride, go check him out. That whole family is amazing. They're a blast. Just go check him out. Also on mics, I recommend to look up Rode. I've been looking into that, Vanta. I've been looking into that. And to be honest, as far as my turnaround currently, I do think I'm going to get mics. But I have to get something that can be here like tomorrow. So I don't really have time to do all the research on the Rode stuff. So I think I'm going to get probably more of a, run-of-the-mill pair to start with. And then before we go the next time, I do plan on doing more research. I'm going to test these out because I've already kind of picked a pair out. And I'm going to test these out, see how it goes. If it works out well, I'm going to upgrade them. Kind of the same thing with the camera. There are plans on upgrading the camera. There are long-term plans, depending on how the channel does. Once it gets well established, I do want to get a second phone because this whole one phone thing is driving me nuts. Absolutely nuts. So, did want to go and throw that out. But yes, I'm definitely looking into that, and I really, really, really appreciate it. Let's see. What is Cordy doing over here? I see a Sammy Bear with a Goofy hat. I like the Sammy Bear Goofy hat. That's awesome. Looks like we might be saying goodnight. Bye. Hey, Christina. Yeah, it looks like Sammy Bear's heading home. I don't know. They might be going to get food. I don't have the sound on, so feel free to go check. Cordy in California, everybody. Rockstar right there. Well, really, everybody on the screen right now is a rockstar. So I'm coming back to my chat. But yes, Fanta, I am definitely looking into the microphone situation. I definitely hear you on, especially rewatching some of the streams. I would say were very successful as far as the tech end. Yeah, I need some microphones. I don't want to use them on rides. I don't want to use them for fireworks or parades because I want you guys to be able to hear and get like the full atmosphere. And I do have settings on the phone that I've adjusted where it kind of goes with the camera. So wherever it's pointed, it's going to basically zoom the microphone stuff. But yes, like especially when I'm talking like this, so you guys don't have, like my computer fan. I know you guys can hear it right now. So I definitely do want to get that fixed. It just won't be right now, unfortunately. Vince said, I totally understand on mics, maybe in another stream, when you go and upgrade stuff, but for now, once you get a mic, I will let you know how the quality is. Thank you so much. And I always value your opinion. You have helped me with so many things. So many things at this point. So thank you so much for your continued support. I really, really, really do appreciate it. That's the one thing about a young channel like this. I'm learning. I couldn't do any of this a week ago. I didn't even know how to do this, like make the camera, be a camera. And, now I have the background working, and I'm working on programming a macro, which, by the way, shout out to a good friend of mine. He gave me one of these from his old streaming days and kind of showed me the basics on how to use it. So I'm still programming it and figuring out how best to utilize, but it has been huge so far. I mean, I was able to set this up in record time tonight because I was not going to go live. And then maybe in the last 15, 20 minutes before I went live, I was like, yeah, maybe I'll go live. I started setting everything up, and, I just, boom, there it was. It was just a couple of clicks on that thing. I didn't have to go searching things on the computer or typing any of that. It's just one button and a page pops up. It's fantastic. So I highly recommend, if you guys don't have a Stream Deck or anything like that, especially for this format from home, check it out. They're awesome. They're super user-friendly. That being said, I'm still very new to it, so they could not be user-friendly. So, yeah, do your research. But so far, I totally recommend. Sammy didn't leave. She's back. Oh, you got a Hercules shirt on. Original baddies. I like it. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, go check out Courtney in California right now. Sammy Bear's on there showing off her fit. And the hat just makes it. Sorry. Ben said, this is what I do, especially as a mod and as a friend. I am glad I can help out. Always appreciate it. I'm glad you can help out, because otherwise I'd be kind of dead in the water still with the chat on the screen. Good. Vant also said the background is tracking well. I have a plan on making that better. I can't implement it until after we get back from Disney. But I do have, I have the stuff, I will say that, to be able to make the background, especially like around my hat and stuff, where it, especially right here, like, well, now I want it to do it, it won't do it, but it does the fade in and out. I have plans to improve the chroma key type of stuff on here. I, again, just have to wait till I get back and set up a space, and things will get better. I have had some equipment for years because when I did acting and all that kind of thing, I did my own headshots. And so I do have quite a bit of equipment that's in storage. It's just a matter of, hey, honey, can I put this in the living room where our daughter plays all day? And I get a, heck no. until you clean it up. So that's kind of where I'm at. But I'm glad it's tracking well right now. I'm actively trying to keep my neck from moving too much because I know if I go crazy or I move my hands out here and do this, yeah, like I just lost a finger, I'm pretty sure. So I do have plans on improving that. Like I said, I'm spending more time actually right now working on this format to make it just better quality than I am the actual live on the ground stuff. Because the live on the ground stuff, I've pretty much hit like, okay, I won't know until we get there. I think we're at that point. I thought the walk around the Capitol the other day went really, really well. My gimbal management's getting a little bit better. You know, we do have the 2 different gimbals, so it's 2 different things. I've got to... Anyway, I like I said, I'm not going to talk about tech this whole time. But again, thank you so much for your support and continued support. And believe... There goes my hat. We are working on a lot of that stuff to make sure that we bring you guys the best experience we possibly can. So I'm definitely trying to step up my game. That is for sure. Let me see what they're talking about in chat over here on Cordy's channel. I am so lost right now. I just read the chat and I'm like, huh? I don't even know. I don't even know what they're talking about. But I appreciate every single one of you being here. So, like I said, tonight's going to be a quick one. I did redo pictures and programming for a lot of stuff for this format already. So I am going to take a break earlier than I normally do. And that's mainly so I can test to make sure that it works. So I am going to take a quick break. I will be back in just a few. Please feel free to hang out, do your thing. I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you so much. And I will be back in just a few. Thank you. What's up, everybody? Thanks so much for hanging out. Again, like I said, hopefully all that worked. It was supposed to be music and pictures. It looked like it worked on my end, so we'll see. And hopefully I won't forget to play the end screen tonight. I've had it. I built it days ago, and then I keep forgetting to hit it. I get so wrapped up in everything. I'm like, okay, time to go to bed. And I just end, and I completely forget to put that on. I won't be on for much longer, but I did want to come on and say hey to everybody. You guys are awesome. Cordy is still live over there talking to Sammy Bear in Walt Disneyland. So if you haven't yet, go check out Cordy in California right now. Oh, I don't know what we're pointing at, but I'm pointing at you, Sammy. Sammy's a rock star. We appreciate Sammy over here. Thank you guys so much. I really, really do appreciate it. We're going live at Disney in Orlando I'll be flying out 45 minutes from now plus 4 days. Not even 45 minutes from now. Something like that. That's insane to me. That's insane to me. Believe me, I got butterflies. And I'm going to bring as much of the Disney magic to you guys as I possibly can. It's been amazing. Also, they did extend their hours. I said this earlier. They are opening Magic Kingdom an hour earlier, closing an hour later for the first, I think, 2 or 3 days we're there. So I don't know if I will make Rope Drop, but they don't really do the whole show and everything anymore for Rope Drop. At least from what I've seen when I've been there last year, because I was there for Rope Drop well before Rope Drop, in fact, every single day, and I was staying on property, so I got the extra 30 minutes on top of that. But we will definitely be planning some stuff. The second day we are there, which will be the 16th, we're doing the Princess Breakfast over there in the Norway Pavilion, right next to Frozen, so we'll get to meet the Frozen princesses. We'll have a good meal. I don't know what we're doing after that. I know originally I said we were doing Animal Kingdom. Who knows? Who knows? We're there for 8 days. It's not going to be our only trip this year. We will do Animal Kingdom at some point while we're there, I'm sure. But I don't know how much of what we're doing when, to be honest, because everything is just very fluid as far as planning right now. But I do appreciate everybody being with me, and thank you so much for all the continued support. It's been amazing. It's absolutely been amazing. Winks tonight, just go check out. If you didn't see tonight's stream on Winks Wild Ride, go check him out. Like I said, Cordy's still live, but go check theirs out. PJ was live last night. I had to sleep last night. I have to sleep tonight too, but it's 4:17 a.m., so luckily I don't have to work tomorrow. But I'm not going to stay up till 8:30 a.m. like I normally do on the East Coast, just because I am actively trying to make sure I get plenty of sleep, eat right, get all the tech stuff in order, keep my head right, and that way I can do the best possible job for you guys that I can. And, you guys have just been amazingly supportive. I mean, it's overwhelming at times in the best of ways. Because there are definitely times I've gotten in my head and kind of second guess things or redone settings that I know are right, and just, you guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. Also, I can't wait to show you guys the stuff that PJ&J sent me. That hoodie you're going to see a whole bunch of, but I am over the moon about it. Absolutely over the moon. Also, real quick reminder for those that don't know, 15th of March through 22nd of March, Walt Disney World. We're going to be lots of places, but we're starting at Magic Kingdom on the 15th. And then May 16th through 18th, we are definitely doing the Food and Wine Festival. You might get a glimpse of Papa Roo, because he is planning on going with us for at least one of those days. And then, food, drinks, roller coasters. That just sounds like a great time. I mean, be there or, don't. Whatever. Watch it later. Also, hopefully you guys are liking the other content that I'm putting out as far as the food stuff. Anytime we go to a restaurant and something looks really pretty or it's a really cool restaurant, I do try to post that because I just think it's fun, to be honest. And nobody seems to mind. So I always ask permission. Again, if you ever plan on doing videos or streaming or anything like that, I do highly recommend, if you're going to do it in an establishment that you don't own, walk in and ask first. And normally, from my experience, they're really cool about it. Like, really cool about it. So, like I've said many times, I try to be very respectful to other artists and other streamers and other people that have, whether it's a restaurant or something like that or something else. I always try to be very respectful about how I approach it, because that's how I would want me to be treated. So, throwing that out there. Excuse me. Also, the next 2 Disney trips are now in planning phases. Like I said, we have annual passes, but we live about 13 hours away drive time. We're flying this time around, which is why I'll be able to be there same day. Coming up, it does take a lot more planning, so there'll be some driving streams, there'll be some stops along the way. Who knows? Who knows? Also, we got that brand new Jeep. I'm still figuring out how to make it work. My wife let me drive it for the first time since the test drive, like today. So, no, it was yesterday. It was fun. It was just like I remembered on that very brief test drive. And then now it's sitting in my driveway and I get to look at it some more. So, as soon as I figure out how all that works, there will be more Jeep content coming to you. Again, it's 2024 4-door Jeep Wrangler Willys Edition. It's a 4xe, so it does have the hybrid option as well as the fully electric option, which I think is super flippin' cool, because I'm very much the keep the cool stuff, but make it not all gas. That's just me. I like the gas mileage and everything else. So yeah. Anyway, a lot more of that coming. We're planning on some beach trips. We're planning on maybe some camping trips. There's a bunch of stuff coming. There's a bunch of stuff happening behind the scenes. And we will also have a guest person on the stream in the next... It should be before I go to Disney. But the plan is, I do plan on having a guest on the stream to do an interview that's a fellow content creator, also a big supporter of mine. I'm a big supporter of theirs. And, yeah, I'm really, really excited, because I have some questions that I really do want to ask, as far as, what's it like to do the streaming thing at the parks? What's it like to do it with, other factors, things like that. So we're just going to have a very candid conversation. I like to keep it light and fun over here. So I am very, very excited about that. But stay tuned. Hit that notification bell if you haven't yet. Please subscribe. That way you can talk to me in the chat. But we do have a guest coming on very, very soon, and I'm very excited about it. I'm about to wrap this thing up because I'm tired. I'm going to bed. But I did want to come on and say hey to everybody, and kind of show Papa Roo what I do when I'm doing this, because normally he's watching at his house, and he's actually sitting over here just off camera watching me and giggling at me the entire time I'm doing this. You can probably hear him. So, but yeah, I really appreciate every single one of you. Again, we're doing Disney. We're doing Busch Gardens. There's other things in the works. If you watch Wings Wild Rides channel stream tonight, some stuff that was mentioned in that chat might be happening. I don't know yet, but it's in the works, because there's always something going on back here. I always got ideas and things. Justin, what's going on? Thanks so much for joining us. I appreciate you so much. I am about to sign off here in a minute, but thank you so much for coming in. I appreciate all your support, and thank you so much. You're always, always fun to talk to and chat and hang out with, and just thank you. Thank you to all of you. I wouldn't be here without you guys. I can't do it without you guys. So I am going to go and wrap this up before I get too mushy. But cheers. Have a great night. And I will see you all very, very soon. Thanks, guys.